This is Daniel Tal from PlaceMaker, and I'm going to demonstrate PlaceMaker version 3, how to import the various data that we have available with our new version, and also talk about the credit system when you import in data. So all the different data sets, some of them you can see here, include buildings, aerials, roads, paths, water, and the one I'm most excited about is terrain, and I'll demonstrate that as well. And we also have our 3D city mesh import and our Ecopia smart site, which is a survey-like import as well. And I'll demonstrate those in a series of videos. And just as a reminder, we have two ways to access the data in PlaceMaker. You can do a pay-as-you-go system or a subscription, and I'm going to talk about that when I import in the various data sets here. But you can also see there's a link to a separate video on how the credit system works, how you purchase it, and how it impacts the data sets you're importing into SketchUp. I'm going to demonstrate how to import in roads, rails, walking paths, water, and trees. I've already imported in a location, a high-resolution aerial for a train station in downtown Japan and the buildings. And I'm going to get started by simply clicking on the aerial, and I'm going to click on the water tab and click import water. And I'm going to do this in real time, so we'll see how the credit system, how fast this actually takes to work on some occasions. I'm using the pay-as-you-go version here, so we're going to see a preview of the water areas that are going to be imported before we approve them for importing. And that's just the difference between the pay-as-you-go versus the subscription. So the subscription here, it would cost you 0 credits to import this water. With the pay-as-you-go version, it'll cost 2 credits, so not a lot, but you can confirm it in the preview. I'm going to click on confirm, and that's going to import in the water. It'll take a second again, but it's going to import it right into our model. And then we can go on to the other data sets. And I am importing in a 2-kilometer area, 2 kilometers by 2 kilometers. So this is a pretty large grid. Next, I'm going to do the roads. And there's one nice thing about roads that we've added is extra 2D detail. It only works on flat areas, so it won't work on terrain. But it adds a road center line. And we've in general modified, I'm going to get the import started here. We've modified the way the roads look with better curves, intersections, adding walks to them. So there's a little bit more of generic detail that is useful. And I'm actually going to pause the video here. Roads do take a little bit longer to generate, especially if there's a lot of them. So we'll hold on and come right back. PlaceMaker is showing us a preview of the roads before they go in and how many credits they're going to cost. Again, as a pay-as-you-go version, you're using 36 credits. If you were a subscriber, it would be free for this type of data. I'm going to click on Confirm Order, and that's going to import the roads into PlaceMaker, and then we'll go zoom in and look at them. And the import is done. We're going to zoom in. You could see some of the details on the roads and how they look in the model. Next, I'm going to import in another new feature in PlaceMaker version 3, which is rails. And it includes in some locations subways, but it doesn't put them underground. It just shows them as a representation on the surface. I'll click that just in case. And I'm going to click Import Rails, click on the aerial, click Import Rails, and it'll bring up the preview dialog box. And it's going to cost 21 credits, and you can see all the rails in here. This is a big rail yard. I'll pan around a little. So 21 credits, which is actually quite a bit of credits for rails, but that's because of the quantity. 0 again if you're a subscriber versus 21 if you're pay-as-you-go. I'm going to click Confirm Order, and it'll put all the rails in. I'm going to zoom in here and show you the imported rails. Even has a little bit of a PNG on it. I'm actually going to adjust that real quickly, take that out, and make this into a bright red color so we can zoom out and we can see all the rails that got put in here. So now that we have the rails in, let's put in, I'm going to close this, move this back over, select the aerial, and this time I'm going to do walking paths. I'll click Import Paths, and we'll wait for the dialog. Here's the preview. It's about 49 credits, and again, this is quite a large number of trails that are going to go in here. These are walking paths, trails, 49 credits if you're using pay-as-you-go, and again, if you're a subscriber, all the OpenStreetMap data is actually free. And I'll click Confirm Order, and that's going to import in the paths. And that means we've gotten quite a number of these in. The only one that I think that's left is trees, and I'm not sure if this set has trees, but we'll try it and see what happens. So we have the paths in now as well. So now I'm doing the last option, which is trees, and here's the preview for it. You can see there's actually quite a number of trees in here. That's a good data set. I've actually learned doing enough of these imports that these dense urban cores or mountain regions have trees, but the data can be pretty sporadic. And actually 19 credits worth of trees is quite a bit as well. I'll click Confirm Order, and that means we've pretty much imported in all the main features into this location. So aerials, buildings, roads, rails, walking paths, water, and trees. So this whole gamut, except terrain and all these two bottom options, which are 3D Mesh and Ecopia Smart Site, which are in different videos. But now we have the complete 2 kilometers of downtown Tokyo. The red is the rail lines. And that's how you can import in all these different data sets into PlaceMaker. And it took me probably 15 minutes to do all this.